Welcome to Alaska. Alaska is more than just the northernmost state of America. It is the last frontier, a land where landscapes, wildlife, and seasonal changes are magnified on a scale found nowhere else in the United States. With its rugged mountains, vast glaciers, and sweeping forests, it feels as though nature here was designed to be wilder, grander, and more untamed. Stretching over 500,000 square miles, Alaska is the largest state in the nation, larger than Texas, California, and Montana combined. And with nearly half of the entire U.S. coastline, much of it remains so remote that you can only reach it by boat or by plane. This isolation has preserved its raw beauty, making it one of the few places left where adventure still feels pure and undiscovered. Picture this: summers filled with endless daylight, wildflowers blooming under the midnight sun, and rivers teeming with salmon. Winters that transform the land into a frozen wonderland, lit by the shimmering green ribbons of the northern lights. These extremes of climate and season give Alaska its unique rhythm, harsh and demanding, yet breathtakingly beautiful. For travelers, it offers a once-in-a-lifetime journey. Whether you're drawn to towering snow-capped peaks, the thrill of whale watching along icy shores, or the quiet magic of standing beneath ancient forests, Alaska is a destination that inspires wonder at every turn. But before we begin, let's test your knowledge. What is the largest city in Alaska? Comment your answer below. Now, here's something fascinating. Alaska's coastline is longer than that of all the other 49 states combined. And while many imagine it only as a land of cold and snow, the state also has surprisingly beautiful beaches and offers world-class ocean adventures, from kayaking among fjords to unforgettable whale-watching tours. Then there's Kodiak Island, home to the world's largest brown bear subspecies, the mighty Kodiak bear. Adult males can stand up to 10 feet tall and weigh as much as 1,400 pounds. Closely related to the now extinct California grizzly, these giants share many of the same traits and behaviors. And while they inspire both awe and fear, history shows that human encounters are rare. Only 3 recorded fatalities ever, though about 1 person is injured by a Kodiak bear every 2 years. Because of this, local officials work tirelessly to reduce encounters, ensuring both bears and people can share this wild land safely. These are just glimpses of what makes Alaska truly extraordinary. So join us by clicking the subscribe button as we journey deep into this remarkable state, and like and share the video while we uncovering the wild beauty, fascinating history, and unforgettable adventures of the last frontier. Rising from the wild waters of the Bering Sea, Unalaska Island is a remote jewel of the Aleutian chain, where dramatic landscapes meet rich cultural heritage. Towering volcanic peaks dominate the horizon, their slopes blanketed in green during summer and dusted with snow in winter. Rugged coastlines frame the island, where crashing waves and misty skies create an atmosphere both untamed and breathtaking. It is a place where nature's raw beauty unfolds in its purest form, far removed from the rush of modern life. The island's largest community, Unalaska, often known by the historic name Dutch Harbour, carries stories of resilience and history. Once a stronghold of the Unangan people, it later became a strategic hub during World War II, leaving behind remnants of bunkers and fortifications that now serve as solemn reminders. Today, visitors can explore museums that celebrate both indigenous traditions and wartime history, offering a deeper connection to the island's unique past. The harbor itself, bustling with fishing vessels, is renowned as one of the world's most productive seafood ports. For nature lovers, Unalaska is a haven of wildlife and adventure. Eagles soar above the cliffs, while sea lions and whales roam the surrounding waters. Hiking trails wind through valleys filled with wildflowers, leading to hidden lakes and panoramic views of the vast Pacific. Every step on Unalaska feels like a journey into untouched wilderness, where human history and natural wonder weave together seamlessly. In the icy wilderness of southeastern Alaska, Glacier Bay National Park stands as one of the planet's most awe-inspiring natural sanctuaries. Here, massive rivers of ice stretch from towering mountain ranges down into the sea, calving great chunks of glacier that thunder into the waters below. The sight of these blue-white giants meeting the ocean is nothing short of mesmerizing, a spectacle of raw power and timeless beauty. As the mist drifts across the fjords, the park feels like a place where Earth itself is alive, shifting and breathing before your eyes. But Glacier Bay is more than just ice. It's a dynamic ecosystem that supports a rich tapestry of life. Humpback whales breach the surface, sea otters float on their backs, and colonies of seabirds wheel above the cliffs. On land, brown bears roam the forests, and mountain goats cling to steep rocky ledges. Every bend in the fjords brings encounters with wildlife, reminding you that this is one of the last truly wild frontiers on Earth. Hidden within the remote reaches of British Columbia's rugged wilderness lies Anderson Bay, a tranquil sanctuary that feels untouched by time. Surrounded by steep granite cliffs and dense forests, the bay opens up like a secret window into nature's quiet beauty. Its waters shimmer in hues of deep blue and emerald, perfectly reflecting the towering trees and mountains that guard its edges. For those who arrive here, the silence is profound, broken only by the call of an eagle or the gentle lap of waves against the shore. Long cherished by explorers and indigenous communities, Anderson Bay carries a sense of timeless connection to the land. Local legends speak of its role as a place of gathering and retreat where people sought peace and strength in its natural embrace. Today, it remains a haven for kayakers, hikers, and boaters who venture into its secluded waters, each finding their own story in its solitude. Wildlife thrives here too. Black bears forage along the shoreline, while deer and smaller creatures wander through the thick forests. Tucked away in the Chulitna Mountains of Alaska, Hatcher Pass is a breathtaking escape where rugged peaks, alpine meadows, and traces of gold mining history come together. Winding mountain roads lead visitors into a world of untamed beauty, where every turn reveals sweeping views of valleys and snow-dusted ridges. In summer, wildflowers blanket the slopes in vibrant colors, while in winter, the pass transforms into a snowy wonderland, perfect for skiing and snowshoeing. The pass is also steeped in history, once home to the Independence Mine, a bustling gold mining camp during the early 20th century. Today, the remnants of that era still stand, allowing travelers to wander through preserved buildings and glimpse into Alaska's mining past. This blend of natural beauty and human history gives Hatcher Pass a character that feels both wild and timeless. For adventurers, the area is a playground of outdoor activities, from hiking trails that climb into high alpine terrain to paragliding and mountain biking in the warmer months. Wildlife is abundant too, with marmots, moose, and even bears roaming the land, reminding visitors of the raw spirit of Alaska. Whether you come for the history, the sweeping vistas, or the thrill of mountain adventure, Hatcher Pass is a place where Alaska's heart beats strongest, inviting you to slow down and take it all in. On the edge of the Aleutian Islands, Unalaska Bay unfolds as a dramatic meeting point between towering volcanic cliffs and the restless waters of the North Pacific. The bay's rugged coastline is dotted with rocky headlands, secluded inlets, and sweeping vistas that feel both wild and untouched. Mist often rolls across the waves, creating an atmosphere of mystery that perfectly mirrors the untamed spirit of Alaska. Beyond its striking beauty, Unalaska Bay carries a rich cultural and historical weight. For centuries, it was home to the Unangan people, who lived in harmony with the sea, relying on its bounty for survival. Later, it became a strategic site during World War II, leaving behind remnants of bunkers and battle history that still echo along its shores. This blend of natural wonder and human resilience makes the bay more than just a scenic stop. It's a living story. Today, the waters remain alive with activity. Fishing vessels navigate the bay, bringing in some of the world's finest seafood, while sea otters, puffins, and eagles thrive along its coast. Hikers and explorers find trails that open to panoramic views, where the sea meets mountains in breathtaking harmony. Whether you come for its history, its wildlife, or its raw and untamed beauty, Unalaska Bay is a place where Alaska's soul reveals itself in every crashing wave and sweeping horizon. Tucked along Alaska's southern coast, Prince William Sound is a world of soaring fjords, massive glaciers, and deep blue waters that stretch as far as the eye can see. Snow-capped peaks rise dramatically above the coastline, while waterfalls cascade down rocky cliffs into the sea. It's a landscape that feels both remote and majestic, where nature's power and beauty collide in perfect harmony. This region carries deep historical and cultural significance. Indigenous Alutiiq people once thrived here, living from the ocean's bounty long before modern settlements arrived. In more recent times, the Sound became known worldwide after the Exxon Valdez oil spill of 1989, a tragic event that tested the resilience of its environment and people. Yet today, the Sound has rebounded as a symbol of survival and renewal. Wildlife here is abundant and thriving. Humpback whales breach the waters, sea lions bask on rocky shores, and sea otters float peacefully in the kelp forests. Bald eagles soar overhead, while puffins and seabirds fill the skies with life. Kayakers and boaters navigate its sheltered waters, gliding past tidewater glaciers that calve into the sea with thunderous splashes. Whether you come seeking adventure, quiet reflection, or a glimpse into Alaska's wild soul, Prince William Sound offers an experience like no other. Flowing through the rugged heart of Alaska, the Chulitna River winds its way between towering mountains, dense forests, and wide valleys, creating a breathtaking wilderness corridor. Fed by glaciers and snowmelt, its waters run swift and cold, carrying the spirit of untamed Alaska with every bend. As you stand along its banks, you can feel the raw energy of a land shaped by ice, stone, and time. The river has long held importance for Alaska natives, who relied on its waters for travel, fishing, and connection to the land. Even today, it serves as a reminder of the deep bond between people and nature in these remote landscapes. Its name, believed to come from the Denali Athabascans, reflects its cultural roots in Alaska's history. Adventure seekers are drawn to the Chulitna for its wild beauty. Rafting trips challenge paddlers with fast currents and rapids, while calmer stretches invite peaceful floats surrounded by endless views of Denali's peaks. Wildlife sightings are common: moose crossing the shallows, bears foraging along the banks, and bald eagles scanning the waters for salmon. The Chulitna River is more than just a waterway. It is a journey into the soul of Alaska. Every ripple carries the echo of ancient glaciers, every breeze whispers stories of survival, and every view reveals the wild, unbroken spirit of the North. Rising majestically in the heart of Alaska, Denali National Park and Preserve is a vast wilderness that spans over 6 million acres of rugged mountains, alpine tundra, and sprawling forests. At its center stands Denali, North America's tallest peak, towering at 20,310 feet, its snow-capped summit piercing the sky and drawing adventurers from around the globe. Rivers fed by glacial melt carve through valleys, while glaciers and rocky ridges create a landscape both dramatic and pristine. Every vista feels untouched, a reminder of the raw, untamed beauty of Alaska. The park is home to a remarkable diversity of wildlife. Grizzly bears roam the forests, moose wander through meadows, caribou traverse the tundra, and Dall sheep cling to steep cliffs. Bald eagles soar overhead, while foxes, wolves, and countless bird species thrive in this protected habitat. The presence of wildlife around every turn makes exploring Denali a thrilling and immersive experience, where nature reigns supreme. Denali National Park is not just a destination, it is an experience of awe, adventure, and reflection. The sheer scale of the mountains, the silence of the forests, and the majesty of the wildlife create a sense of wonder that lingers long after you leave. Visiting Denali immerses travelers in the spirit of Alaska, where untamed landscapes and natural beauty inspire both reverence and adventure. Rising majestically in the heart of Alaska, Denali National Park and Preserve is a vast wilderness that spans over 6 million acres of rugged mountains, alpine tundra, and sprawling forests. At its center stands Denali, North America's tallest peak, towering at 20,310 feet, its snow-capped summit piercing the sky and drawing adventurers from around the globe. Rivers fed by glacial melt carve through valleys, while glaciers and rocky ridges create a landscape both dramatic and pristine. Every vista feels untouched, a reminder of the raw, untamed beauty of Alaska. The park is home to a remarkable diversity of wildlife. Grizzly bears roam the forests, moose wander through meadows, caribou traverse the tundra, and Dall sheep cling to steep cliffs. Bald eagles soar overhead, while foxes, wolves, and countless bird species thrive in this protected habitat. The presence of wildlife around every turn makes exploring Denali a thrilling and immersive experience, where nature reigns supreme. Denali National Park is not just a destination, it is an experience of awe, adventure, and reflection. The sheer scale of the mountains, the silence of the forests, and the majesty of the wildlife create a sense of wonder that lingers long after you leave. Visiting Denali immerses travelers in the spirit of Alaska, where untamed landscapes and natural beauty inspire both reverence and adventure. Rising from the icy waters of southeastern Alaska, Baranof Island is a rugged wilderness where towering mountains meet dense temperate rainforests and serene coastal inlets. Snow-capped peaks dominate the skyline, while rivers and streams carve their way through valleys, feeding into fjords that glimmer under the northern light. Mist often drifts across the forests and shores, giving the island an ethereal and untouched beauty that feels both wild and welcoming. Every turn along its trails or waterways reveals a new layer of Alaskan splendor. Baranof Island is rich in both natural and cultural history. Originally home to the Tlingit people, the island carries centuries of stories, traditions, and connections to the land and sea. Later, Russian explorers and settlers left their mark, shaping the island's architecture, communities, and heritage. Today, towns like Sitka showcase this blend of cultures, where history and nature coexist in harmony. Whether paddling through glacial waters, hiking alpine trails, or simply absorbing the tranquility of its coastal vistas, Baranof Island invites visitors to immerse themselves in the grandeur and solitude of one of Alaska's most remarkable islands. It is a place where the wild spirit of the North comes alive, leaving a lasting impression on every traveler. Flowing through the heart of Alaska's Kenai Peninsula, the Kenai River is a lifeline of pristine waters, dramatic landscapes, and abundant wildlife. Its glacial-fed currents sparkle in shades of turquoise and sapphire, winding past dense forests, rugged mountains, and wide open valleys. The river's banks are dotted with quiet coves, cascading waterfalls, and serene fishing spots, offering a perfect blend of adventure and tranquility. Every bend reveals a new vista, where nature's beauty and power are on full display. The Kenai River is world famous for its exceptional salmon runs, attracting anglers from around the globe. Brown bears and eagles can often be seen along its shores, feeding on the abundant fish, creating unforgettable wildlife encounters. Kayakers, rafters, and boaters navigate its waters, experiencing both gentle flows and thrilling rapids, while photographers capture the stunning reflections of mountains and forests mirrored in its surface. Beyond recreation, the river is deeply tied to Alaska's natural and cultural heritage. Indigenous peoples have long relied on its bounty, and the surrounding wilderness tells stories of resilience, survival, and harmony with the land. Hikes along the river trail lead to hidden waterfalls, wildlife viewing platforms, and quiet spots where the rhythm of the river offers a moment of reflection. Every experience along the Kenai River immerses visitors in the untamed beauty of Alaska, combining adventure, history, and serenity in a single, unforgettable landscape. Tucked along the rugged coastline of Alaska's Aleutian Islands, Mukushin Bay is a secluded haven where steep cliffs, dense forests, and glacial waters meet in dramatic harmony. The bay's waters shimmer in deep shades of blue and green, reflecting the towering mountains and ever-changing skies above. Mist often drifts across the surface, adding an ethereal quality to the landscape, while the sound of waves against rocky shores fills the air with a sense of wild serenity. Every glimpse of Mukushin Bay feels like stepping into a remote and untouched corner of the world. Mukushin Bay carries both natural and historical significance. Indigenous Aleut communities once relied on its waters for fishing and travel, maintaining a deep connection to the land and sea. Later, explorers and traders navigated its inlets, leaving traces of human history that mingle with the island's pristine environment. Today, the bay remains largely untouched, a quiet reminder of Alaska's rugged and enduring wilderness. Wildlife thrives along Mukushin Bay's shores and waters. Sea otters drift lazily in the currents, bald eagles soar overhead, and seals rest on secluded rocks. Kayakers and adventurous travelers can explore hidden coves, tidal pools, and rocky outcrops, each revealing a new perspective of the bay's raw beauty. Every moment here offers an intimate connection with nature, where isolation and splendor combine to create a truly unforgettable experience. Rising dramatically from Kruzof Island near Sitka, Mount Edgecumbe is a striking dormant stratovolcano that dominates the landscape with its symmetrical cone and snow-capped summit. Its slopes, covered in lush forests and alpine meadows, descend gently toward the surrounding waters, creating a breathtaking contrast between mountain and sea. Mist often drifts along the ridges, enhancing the mountain's mystical presence, while the nearby coastline shimmers under the Alaskan sun. Every view of Mount Edgecumbe feels like a window into the wild, untamed beauty of Alaska. The mountain is steeped in history and legend. For the Tlingit people, it holds spiritual significance, woven into their stories and cultural traditions. In more recent centuries, European explorers and settlers recognized its prominence as a navigational landmark, and today it continues to draw hikers, photographers, and adventurers alike. Its slopes and surrounding areas are a testament to both nature's power and the human fascination with this dramatic peak. Wildlife thrives in the shadow of Mount Edgecumbe. Bald eagles soar above the forests, black bears wander along the foothills, and salmon migrate through nearby streams. Hikers can explore trails that wind through alpine meadows, moss-covered forests, and rocky ridges, each turn revealing panoramic views of Sitka Sound, neighboring islands, and the vast Alaskan wilderness. Every step offers a deeper connection to the landscape and its pristine beauty. Stretching along Alaska's southern coastline, Kenai Fjords National Park is a dramatic expanse of glaciers, fjords, and rugged mountains that showcase the raw power of nature. Ice fields feed massive glaciers that descend toward the sea, calving into sparkling waters and creating a spectacle of blue and white contrasts against dark, rocky cliffs. Mist drifts through the fjords, and waterfalls cascade from steep cliffs, crafting a landscape both dynamic and serene. Every vista in Kenai Fjords feels like stepping into a living painting of wilderness and grandeur. The park is a haven for wildlife, where land, sea, and sky teem with life. Humpback and orca whales glide through the waters, while sea otters and harbor seals play along the fjords. Bald eagles perch on towering cliffs, and brown bears roam coastal forests, creating unforgettable encounters for visitors. Each corner of the park reveals a new opportunity to witness the interplay between predator and prey, ice and sea, wilderness and wonder. Adventure in Kenai Fjords comes in many forms. Kayakers can navigate sheltered waters beneath towering glaciers, hikers can explore coastal trails with panoramic mountain views, and boat tours offer up-close encounters with calving ice and marine life. Flight-seeing tours provide breathtaking aerial perspectives, capturing the full scale of glaciers, fjords, and the surrounding Alaskan wilderness. Nestled on the northeastern coast of Unalaska Island, Dutch Harbour is a bustling port town where rugged Alaskan wilderness meets human resilience and history. Surrounded by towering volcanic peaks and icy waters of the Bering Sea, the harbor is a vital hub for commercial fishing, particularly for crab and salmon, earning it a reputation as one of the world's most productive and challenging fishing ports. Mist often rolls across the bay, blending the activity of the docks with the dramatic backdrop of mountains, creating a scene both harsh and captivating. Every glance around Dutch Harbor reflects the raw energy of life at the edge of the world. The town is steeped in history and culture. Originally home to the Unangan people, Dutch Harbor later became a strategic military site during World War II, witnessing intense battles and leaving behind bunkers, relics, and memorials that tell the story of courage and survival. Today, museums and guided tours offer insight into both indigenous heritage and wartime history, creating a deeper understanding of the town's significance amid its remote and rugged setting. This blend of culture, history, and natural beauty gives Dutch Harbor a unique character unlike any other in Alaska. Wildlife thrives both on land and in the surrounding waters. Bald eagles soar above the docks, sea otters float lazily in the bays, and puffins nest along rocky cliffs. Kayakers and adventurous travelers can explore the surrounding inlets, fjords, and volcanic landscapes, witnessing the delicate balance between human activity and pristine wilderness. Each moment here offers a glimpse into the untamed beauty and enduring spirit of the Aleutian Islands. Whether observing the bustling harbor, exploring the historical sites, or venturing into the surrounding wilderness, Dutch Harbor invites visitors to experience Alaska's wild edge. It is a place where the harmony of human tenacity and natural grandeur leaves a lasting impression of resilience, adventure, and untamed beauty. In the remote wilderness of Alaska lies Wrangell St. Elias National Park, the largest national park in the United States, a staggering expanse of mountains, glaciers, rivers, and untamed valleys. Covering over 13 million acres, this vast landscape feels almost limitless, with towering peaks that include Mount St. Elias, the second highest mountain in the country. Endless ice fields stretch across the horizon, while roaring rivers carve deep valleys, shaping a land that feels both timeless and untouched. Here, the scale of nature is so immense that it leaves every visitor humbled in its presence. The park is a meeting ground of cultures and histories. For centuries, the Otna Athabaskan and Yakutat Tlingit peoples have lived on this land, their traditions woven into the mountains and rivers that sustain life. Later came the gold and copper rushes of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, which brought miners and prospectors seeking fortune in the rugged terrain. Today, remnants of old mining camps and historic towns still stand, offering a glimpse into the lives of those who once endured the harsh wilderness in pursuit of dreams. Adventure here is endless. Visitors can trek across vast glaciers, raft down thundering rivers, or explore remote trails that wind through alpine meadows and boreal forests. Taku Glacier, located just outside Juneau in Alaska, is one of the last advancing glaciers in the world, a rare phenomenon in a time when most glaciers are retreating. Stretching over 36 miles, this massive river of ice flows from the Juneau icefield, creating a breathtaking spectacle where frozen blue walls meet the forested valleys below. Its sheer size and dynamic nature make it a symbol of the raw, untamed forces that continue to shape Alaska's landscape. Standing before Taku Glacier, you'll hear the deep rumble of ice as it calves into the river, sending echoes across the valley. The shifting tones of blue within the ice, from pale sky to deep sapphire, reveal layers that have been compressed for centuries. Unlike many of its shrinking neighbors, Taku Glacier has grown larger in recent decades, adding an intriguing twist to the story of climate and nature. Visitors often arrive by boat or air, where the journey itself becomes part of the adventure, offering sweeping views of jagged peaks, braided rivers, and untouched wilderness. Wildlife thrives in the surrounding area, from bald eagles soaring overhead to seals resting along the icy waters. It's an environment where every sound and sight feels magnified, reminding you of the scale and power of Alaska's glaciers. Taku Glacier is more than a frozen wonder. It's a living, moving giant that carries the story of Earth's ancient past while continuing to transform the land. To stand before it is to witness both beauty and strength, a reminder of the forces that remain far beyond human control. Nestled just south of the towering Denali, Denali State Park is a vast wilderness that captures the raw beauty of Alaska in every direction. With sweeping valleys, dense boreal forests, and rivers that carve their way through rugged landscapes, it offers visitors a front-row seat to some of North America's most untamed scenery. On clear days, the park provides breathtaking views of Denali itself, rising like a giant above the horizon. Hiking trails wind through the park, each unveiling a different side of its wild character. The Kasugi Ridge Trail is a favorite, leading adventurers across ridgelines where panoramic views stretch as far as the eye can see. Wildlife is ever present. Moose grazing in open meadows, bald eagles soaring overhead, and the occasional black bear moving silently among the trees. For those who prefer quieter moments, the lakes and streams invite fishing, paddling, or simply sitting at the shore, listening to the sounds of the wilderness. Every season brings its own magic. In summer, the midnight sun bathes the park in endless light, creating long days of exploration. Autumn paints the valleys in shades of red and gold, while winter transforms the land into a silent, snow-covered wonderland where the northern lights dance above. Whether you seek adventure or solitude, Denali State Park is a place where nature's grandeur unfolds in its purest form. Perched along Alaska's southeastern coast, Sitka is a place where wild beauty meets rich cultural heritage. Surrounded by the misty Tongass National Forest and framed by the towering peaks of the Baranof Island Mountains, the town feels both remote and inviting. Waves of the Pacific crash against rocky shores, while fishing boats dot the harbor, a reminder of Sitka's deep connection to the sea. Sitka carries the echoes of history in every corner. Once the capital of Russian America, its blend of cultures is still visible in the onion domes of St. Michael's Cathedral and the totem poles that honor Alaska Native traditions. Walking through Sitka National Historical Park, visitors encounter towering carved poles shaded by ancient spruce trees, telling stories passed down for generations. Here, the past and present exist side by side, creating an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in Alaska. Nature is never far away in Sitka. Trails lead into rain-soaked forests where eagles soar overhead and brown bears roam in search of salmon. Kayakers glide across Sitka Sound, weaving between small islands while whales breach in the distance. Each experience feels like a step deeper into Alaska's untamed heart, yet always grounded in the warmth of the local community. Sitka is not just a destination, it's a meeting point of culture, wilderness, and timeless beauty. Hubbard Glacier, one of Alaska's most awe-inspiring natural wonders, is a living river of ice stretching more than 76 miles from the depths of the Yukon into the sea. Its towering face, some 600 feet thick, gleams in shades of brilliant blue and white, reflecting the raw power of a glacier still advancing, while most others retreat. As you approach, the sheer scale is overwhelming, a frozen wall that seems to touch the sky. What makes Hubbard Glacier so mesmerizing is its constant motion. Massive chunks of ice calve into Disenchantment Bay with thunderous crashes, sending ripples across the icy water. The air carries a crisp chill, laced with the echo of cracking ice, as if the glacier itself is alive, reshaping the landscape before your eyes. It is a place where time feels both ancient and immediate, every sound a reminder of the Earth's relentless rhythms. Surrounding Hubbard Glacier, rugged mountains rise sharply, their peaks often veiled in drifting clouds. Seals rest on floating icebergs, while seabirds circle overhead, drawn to the richness of these waters. Visiting this glacier is not only about witnessing beauty, but about experiencing nature's force at its most dramatic. In Hubbard Glacier, the wild, untamed spirit of Alaska stands revealed, vast, powerful, and unforgettable. For the first time, I'm excited to share our very own travel guide ebook, made with love just for you. It's called Around the World in 50 Places, a complete travel guide featuring 50 stunning destinations across 10 amazing countries. Inside, you'll find best times to visit, how to get there, where to stay, what to eat, and key safety tips. In short, everything you need before packing your bags. Love discovering new places or want to support my work? Then this book is for you. You're now seeing the book cover on screen. Check the description to grab your copy. Nestled along the Chulitna River, Denali Park Village serves as a welcoming gateway to Alaska's untamed wilderness. Surrounded by towering peaks and thick forests, this charming village offers travelers a place to pause before venturing deeper into the grandeur of Denali National Park. Wooden lodges and rustic cabins line the banks, blending seamlessly with the rugged landscape. Walking through the village, you can sense the quiet hum of nature, the sound of rushing water, and the distant call of eagles overhead. Beyond its tranquil setting, Denali Park Village offers easy access to adventures, from river rafting on the Nenana to guided hikes that reveal the delicate beauty of Alaska's wildflowers. Many visitors use it as a base for wildlife tours, where moose, caribou, and grizzlies roam freely against the backdrop of snow-capped peaks. In the evenings, the village transforms into a cozy retreat. Campfires glow, stories of the wilderness are shared, and the crisp mountain air fills with anticipation for tomorrow's journey. Denali Park Village isn't just a stop along the way, it's a place where comfort meets adventure, and where the soul of Alaska begins to reveal itself. Cradled between the towering Chugach Mountains and the shimmering waters of Prince William Sound, Valdez is a town that feels both rugged and inviting. Known as the Switzerland of Alaska, its dramatic peaks, massive glaciers, and pristine fjords create a landscape unlike anywhere else. The town itself is rich in both history and resilience. From the days of the gold rush to its rebuilding after the 1964 earthquake, Valdez carries a spirit shaped by nature's challenges and rewards. Adventurers flock here for world-class experiences, kayaking among floating icebergs, heli-skiing across untouched slopes, and fishing in some of Alaska's richest waters. The nearby Columbia Glacier, one of the largest tidewater glaciers in North America, is a breathtaking highlight. But Valdez isn't just about adrenaline. Its harbors glisten with calm reflections, sea otters drift playfully near the docks, and eagles soar against snow-draped peaks. Even a simple walk along the shoreline feels like stepping into a living postcard. In Valdez, the raw power of Alaska meets a welcoming community, offering both adventure and tranquility in perfect harmony. Flowing through the untamed wilderness of Alaska and British Columbia, the Taku River is a place where nature still feels raw and untouched. Fed by glaciers and mountain streams, it winds its way through valleys carved by ice, creating a landscape that is both powerful and serene. This river has long been central to the lives of the Tlingit people, who fished its waters and traveled its routes for centuries. Even today, the Taku is famous for its incredible salmon runs, drawing both wildlife and people to its banks. For travelers, the Taku River offers a sense of adventure at the edge of the wild. Boat journeys reveal sweeping views of rugged peaks and dense forests, while bears, moose, and eagles are often spotted along the shores. It feels like a world where humans are only visitors, passing quietly through. And as the river finally meets the sea near Juneau, its waters carry the story of glaciers, mountains, and centuries of life connected by its flow. Knik Glacier, stretching across Alaska's vast Chugach Mountains, is a breathtaking reminder of the raw power of ice. At over 25 miles long and 5 miles wide, it's one of the largest glaciers in the region, flowing down from snow-covered peaks into a brilliant lake of icy blue waters. For centuries, this glacier has been an awe-inspiring landmark. Indigenous Athabascan people once traveled through these valleys, living in harmony with the land shaped by ice. Later, early explorers and gold prospectors navigated the area, leaving behind stories of resilience and survival. Today, Knik Glacier offers a front-row seat to Alaska's untamed beauty. Visitors can explore by helicopter, airboat, or even fat-tire bikes across frozen winter landscapes. Towering ice walls, deep crevasses, and floating icebergs create a scene that feels otherworldly, almost like stepping into a frozen kingdom. Wildlife thrives here too. Moose and bears roam the surrounding valleys, while eagles soar overhead, reminding you that this is still a wilderness ruled by nature. And as the glacier continues its slow, powerful journey, it tells the timeless story of Alaska, where ice, mountains, and history are forever intertwined.